as we get back, I will ask, at what point Silyra and Reezni go to bed?
I think Silyra said like 7.
Yeah, if there's nothing else to do, Silyra is exhausted.
Goes to lie down for a little bit, still in her day dress when they get back to the end, and she wants her shadow back.
Naughty
She will
elves.
probably put on pajamas at some point, but...
Naughty
PJs.
elven princesses get their shadows taken.
Nighties.
Naughty elf princesses don't get to keep shadows.
Reezni is going to stay up until at least, I would say, midnight, waiting for Sihnion and Alastair to get back. And if
They're dead.
They'll go to bed. Okay.
Do they get back at midnight or no?
It was 7 or 8. I mean, Alistair's gonna want to bowl until they kick him out. So if they're like
this is so fun, and the screens are so funny. They have funny.
Why didn't you know it? They
animations.
close at 7:30. No.
Alistair's the kind who's like,
if they close at 7:30, Sihion's committing a war crime.
Then we're gonna. We'll say that you. Bowl likely, if you're going until they kick you out, that's likely going to be at around 11, despite the fact that they close at 10:30. At which point they will kindly ask you to leave, return your shoes.
If there's a return fee, I'm going to dust his
Alistair
shoes and
expresses
run.
confusion because he paid for this and he's wondering why he has to go.
It's called renting, which is how they get you.
Like I said, you're free to buy shoes.
Why? But how expensive are shoes? Normally, not here.
Well, these
Your
are
prices,
these are special shoes.
they didn't feel special. They felt terrible.
Only usable here, because apparently they don't let you slip on wax floors.
I mean, you could wear them other places. I do.
Oh yeah, I'm sure, and all the girls love when you do that.
You know,
All of you to assume that he likes girls.
I like women.
How old are you?
I have references.
Hold up.
I'm
You
sorry,
have-
sir. You have to leave.
No. You have references?
Sihnion
Sir?
is pulling Alastair by the tail out of the door.
You have references? As you pull him away, get about 10 or so feet. You have references?
Sir, I'm gonna have to call.
I'm dragging him out.
The adamantine guard. If you
They don't work anymore. We broke them. Oh wait.
We've left.
What?
We've left the building. We're gone.
I wasn't done talking.
You're a door.
Yes, you
lock.
were.
You think
You're
a door can
lock,
stop me?
and he shuts the shades.
We're not casting the last. We're not using the Dimension Door. I'm not using my last high level slot for that.
That's gonna be Silyra, though. I like women. I have references.
What?
Where is she right now? She goes to another kingdom. But what do you two do after that?
She is in a different kingdom.
Can Alistair have tried? Can Alistair have tried to sleight of hand the shoes?
Oh god, make a sleight of hand check. I will say at disadvantage because they are literally fucking shoes. Clown shoes. You fucking little pieces. Fucking shit.
Those shoes are gone, baby.
I will say.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
That's fucking amazing.
Whatever.
Whatever.
As you like kind of shift him into your pocket, you feel like a piece of some very light material fall out of the shoe and onto the ground, and you see like a piece of paper or something. You're unsure what it does, but you leave and an alarm system does not go off.
Here's the
You
thing.
leave with the shoes.
That's very funny.
I earned this.
Of course,
I
Alastair's is
earned-
typed to steal stuff from stores.
Alistair's then going to show Sihnion he stole their shoes.
One time-
Sihnion, like, is like contemplating how to feel about this.
They charge you
And
8
just-
gold. I thought they deserve to have them.
He just like nods and says, "It's worth it." We just keep walking.
Woo!
The one time I went on a first date with this dude bowling, and he brought his friend, and then I did so bad on the
What?
first game that they forced me to use bumpers. We did
I
not-
mean, Alistair's backup when there was an alarm would be like, panic, hold person on the child, and then drop concentration, cast silence, run. Dimension door onto the roofs.
But
Silyra
Highway.
said don't. Silyra said only call if we get arrested. You have to get caught in order for that to happen.
True.
3 hours passed, he cast Sending. Silyra.
So yeah, we got caught. We ran out of spell slots.
I forgot I didn't have higher level.
This is my one
slot.
sending.
This is my only. He only actually has one spell slot left for Sending, unless he uses his
No,
fifth level
Sihnion can
spot.
talk him out of it. He's got glibness. It'll be fine.
No, this is your one sending, like that they
like
give
the
you
phone
when you get
call.
arrested.
Like the one phone call, you got one sending.
All right, but
I'm turning in Silyra for my hard shot.
what are you doing after that?
Sleepy time.
Going back to the tavern.
All right.
Yeah. Eating, then going to bed.
He misses Reezni.
It's like 11 when they get back.
Probably about 11:30.
11:30.
He's my emotional support goblin. Ha.
Reezy is everyone's supposed to.
You're never getting your
support
genie
goblin.
back.
Fuck!
That's low, dude.
You killed her.
That's not low. That's factual. You like words.
All right. But yeah, you return. And then you go to bed? Question mark.
Yeah,
You know what? It would make sense for you to say he's your goblin. Your people do like to own others.
Damn. Damn.
Damn.
Damn.
Alastair chose violence today, and he stole shoes.
Alastair always chooses violence.
You
Go
all
night-night.
fall into
Night-night.
the lull of your night's rest.
Did I hear from
So-
Dylan today?
He did not.
No.
Silyra,
Yeah.
as you begin your trance, you begin focusing, and based off of previous thoughts towards specific subject, your mind is kind of taken heavy with the sense of this impromptu, unnecessary debate that these two are having while trying to save the city. Fills your mind for a moment before suddenly there is an easing sensation upon you.
Oh, Zach.
You, you feel it's Xanax, the god. You suddenly feel a tug, and you are pulled forward unnaturally. And as you go to look up, you are now upon a island, within the center of unending water that surrounds it. A single tree upon it growing diagonally out of the rocky ground. And as you look up to the sky, it is moonless.
Don't like that. Am I wearing my headband?
Yeah, your headband's there. There's a moment of confusion before you see a large form appear off far in the distance.
Fjord.
So far that it begins to fade into the skyline. A body of pure pale light. And as you go looking for the facial structure of this creature, you see not a face, but instead the moon itself.
Yo!
As
That's
it,
why it's moonless, because the moon's right here!
you see it get into a kind of laying position upon the water. Its very force of just sitting in it, just causes ripples that you feel even upon this small island that you occupy. Well, you seem to be having trouble.
Hello. I suppose it was quite a day. Are you
Am I?
Lucto?
Indeed.
It's good to finally meet you. Beyond this.
It is interesting to find a fascinating soul such as yours upon mortals.
A fascinating soul?
Well, a mind that is free of the burden,
What?
stupidity.
Thank you?
But enough pleasantry. I've come to ask you a question.
Yes?
What do you fight for? All of this. The lives taken by you and your friends. You seem to glide upon the line of neutrality, which is a domain that I occupy. However, senseless ends in senseless. So I ask of you, what do you wish to do with your life? I care not for the rest. I care not for your brother. I care not for Athena. What do you wish to do?
All of the things I wish to do involve those things. Aside from, my friend Brandy, I want to fulfill my duty that I have been born to.
Is this not a false duty?
I don't know what it would be besides a duty.
Your father. Not who he says, correct?
Correct.
Therefore, you are not a rightful heir.
I suppose you're right. But Aelin and I are the ones who can do this peacefully. As peacefully as possible. It will not be peaceful.
I see a path forged in flame that you intend to walk. The path was not forged by you, but it will end the same way. With the sundering of this Athena.
That is the opposite of what I want.
That is the result.
Then what must I do to keep it safe?
Be more than this.
More than what? Be stronger? More patient? I'm sorry, I'm trying to understand.
You have stared beyond yourself for far too long.
Beyond myself? Am I to look at myself?
Yeah. Look inward, find that which you care for, that which you want. Beyond what this born destiny is. Only then can you save Athena.
One question. If my intentions are still to protect Athendel, does that therefore taint them if I am looking inward for that purpose?
Intention is intention. Results are results.
Find what I want? What makes me happy? What makes me feel fulfilled? What is pleasurable?
The examinations of your mind are far beyond the simplicities of life. What is your name?
Silyra Beirel Coralith Joharis Miari Mesha Ruviel.
Do these words have meaning?
Yes.
Do they?
Beirel and Coralith honor the gods. Joharis, Miari, and Mesha honor my ancestors. Ruviel is my family name. And Silyra is mine. It means pure.
Is that what you are?
No. I am far from pure.
He's full of sinful gay thoughts.
Why do you assume this?
You have said yourself, I have taken lives. I have been selfish. I have done many wrongs.
Your mistake is thinking that pure is good, and that good is pure. It is not so. One can be pure and without burden, and also have a wretched, vile heart. One can be good and struggle along the path to purity.
I think I understand. To be good, one does not have to be pure.
The large, massive creature nods in your direction.
Thank you for your help. I have appreciated this tool.
And I've appreciated you, Silyra. Let it be known that I offer this insight, this assistance, not as a means of attack, but because I love you as only a god can love a mortal. You are far beyond championhood, priesthood. You are my child, and I will see you through the end. Good luck.
Thank you.
Stop being gay. God bless.
Victor comes back. One more thing.
You wake up at 11 at night from your trance.
Reezy's still up waiting for his friends to get back.
They're just now arriving in a little bit.
I'm gonna go down to the tavern, actually, I don't know if anyone's back, but I feel like I should tell someone about this.
Reezy's sipping on juice.
You're still awake.
Yeah, I thought I would wait on the other two. I figured Hammerfell might as well be sleeping at his family's place. But the other two I wanted to...
still not returned?
They want to go find his father, so I figured they might be having some fun or whatever.
Hope they are having a good time.
Are you okay? You seem distressed.
No, I'm not. I suddenly feel so... purposeful? At peace? It's funny, I feel as though everything is going to be alright, and that's a very strange feeling with all the events of today.
What brought this about?
Do you remember when I stole this headband?
Vaguely, yes.
And, it contained a piece of Luke of the moon.
I did not, but now I do.
He spoke to me.
And
he told me a lot of things, and I hesitate to believe some of them. They were very kind. But I don't see any reason he would have to lie.
Of course. Well, I'm glad.
I have never felt so loved.
I'm glad for you.
Thank you. Oh, God's not here. I don't want to just start crying in a tavern. People will ask questions. I'm not sad.
I know. You can cry for any means of extreme catharsis.
I know.
Relief
I
is
cry a
one.
lot, Reezni. But I'd rather cry from joy than...
Any of the negative reasons, yes.
He asked me what I wanted. And I said to fulfill my duties to Athendel. And he told me that fighting for Athendel, for the sake of Athendel, will only end in tragedy. And to say that I must look inward and find what I want. A strange objective.
Yes. But I mean, it is not entirely wrong to only do something for something else, even if it is for, in this instance, a nationalistic perspective. A wanting to help your country is noble, but if it is not what you truly find is your calling, then it can be empty.
I just feel as though the things I want are so trivial. I like books. I like tea. I like... I don't know. There aren't very many things I want. I want to see my brother and my mother safe.
Perhaps some focused meditation could be good. I'm not sure entirely how trances work, but I figure perhaps during your next trance you could focus on that. Or just, do some self-reflection, since you've probably got, about 9 hours until sunrise.
Well, that was when he visited me, so I will probably not be tired until tomorrow evening. Well, God's willing. What do you want?
I'm content helping my friends.
Helping your friends?
Mm-hmm. And on a deeper, more personal level, I wish to be free of the potential threat of my, well, you know. But other than that, there is not much I want, and so making my friends happy is something that makes me happy, so I'm happy to do so.
It seems wrong that she's called your wife. I'm not saying that you cannot refer to her as you wish, but I don't know, everything that I was taught about being a wife, it seems she has done all of it wrong.
Mm.
And I hope someday that you will be truly free of her.
Yes. I have been doing some deeper meditations, and I have figured a way to separate my mind to be just me.
You have?
Hmm?
May I ask how?
It has a similar effect to a spell. I believe you would know it as Mind Blink.
Yes.
I can enter a state like that for the same amount of time as well.
My amulet. The one that protects me from people trying to read my thoughts and things of that sort. Would this work?
Well, I can achieve a Mind Blink state on my own. That would be a bit overkill and useless on me.
I just didn't know if it would take time for you to achieve this.
Oh, no, I could do this right now. I'm currently under it right now.
Oh. What's it like?
There is no real difference. It is more just my mind is my own. It is a steel trap, and it has been for a while, but there were bars before. Now I have closed the bars.
Do you feel safe?
He nods.
I'm glad for that.
Mm.
If you would like, once things are settled, and if you wish to be legally free of her, I would be honored to help in any way I can.
Of course. That would be helpful.
I would hope that, well, marriage should not be anything but a partnership.
Mm.
I'm sorry,
I agree.
this is probably unpleasant for you to think about.
It's fine. I've had many years to contemplate my time in that situation. It was, it had been a while since I had thought about it when I first met with you all, but I've been rethinking about it as of late.
Have you discovered anything new?
No. More just a consolidating fortitude of my will to be able to, well, not break down at the mention of her.
Should teach me that skill.
That is one I cannot really teach. It is more just self-discipline. I could try to give advice, but there is nothing I can really teach.
She must have hurt you very badly for it to have affected you so deeply.
You could say that?
I wish I had comforting words about that, but
There is none. It was an awful experience, and it will never happen again.
good.
He sips the juice.
You deserve a life full of people that truly care for you.
As do you.
Thank you.
And we continue waiting.
And then we move on to the next day, where everyone comes to consciousness, gains the benefits of a long rest. I would ask, however, what's Silyra doing?
Crying.
Spend the evening thinking about what Lucto said, and then once she gets tired of that because focusing is hard. How safe is this city?
Safer now.
It's
robo-police.
you assume fairly safe now that the threat has been dealt with.
The second Elder Brain drags her into the sewer with its cynical.
She'll take a little walk around just to move. She's not going to go far because she's still a little paranoid, but just look around Tinkadron, marvel at all the fancy technology stuff, and if there are any places open that seem to have technology stuff that she can look at, she's absolutely going to go in there and look at stuff.
And to be fair, walking alone on the street is normally kind of a scary experience, especially at night, but you got the moon over your shoulder, and you do feel like you have a comforting, watchful eye behind you.
True. Lucto's watching me. I am immune to damage if it's nighttime. Right?
Motherfuckers, I can't you.
That's some RPG horror story buffs a dude gives a chick to flirt with her.
But do you return to the Broken Blade when you assume everyone else would be waking up?
She'll definitely be back by then. She'll spend some time in her room with her notebook and just vibe. Aelin apparently doesn't contact her, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, she'll probably be down in the tavern before anyone else gets up.
Alright. Alastair, just one thing real quick before we move on. You are summoned into a comparable-sized arena once again as you fail the wisdom save. You see the gray figure on the opposite end. This time sitting in a relaxed position. He looks at you, yawns, and then says, "I'll deal with you later. There are others." And then he will sort of palm at the air, and the dream will dissipate.
Oh, so now I'm boring?
Yes.
Rude.
No, really. But he does not say that, in fact.
Yes. Bitch!
You all come to consciousness the next morning. I will ask our returned resident dad, Hammerfell, what he is getting up to.
Zach, you get to play the game now.
I get to play the game.
There's like 30 minutes left. You get to play the game now.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Has been reminiscing and catching up with his family, along with informing them about the occurrences that happened beneath the city. He does a few creation rituals, and he communes with Bjorn to see if you can get a bit more insight onto what this weapon is and what he has to forge with it.
I think he made it pretty clear that, first off, it was supposed to be a hammer. That part is pretty... But also, it was to be of your own design. He has said that previously.
He, has a few things to prepare. And then eventually in the morning, he will go over and go to the tavern in the morning of the Broken Blade.
All right. Indicadus wakes up to an empty house, and he has no idea where his son is. You all come to consciousness around the same time everyone else within the Broken Blade.
Your son's fine. He's committing crimes.
Yeah,
I mean,
he'll be fine.
That is what he does when he's fine and when he's not fine.
He's got some errands to run anyway. He's been gone for 2 years.
Really needs to go to the
We're
grocery
gonna go find
store.
that wife of his that we totally didn't actually help him find.
He just realizes because he's old and it's been 2 years, he really needs to use the bathroom.
Y'all come to consciousness and one by one make your way into the Broken Blade. Likely meeting up around the same time. The last one to arrive, you see Hammerfell entering the Broken Blade. M wanting to stay home and recover mentally from the past excursion into the quote-unquote weird hole is staying home today.
Adventuring is tough on the old mental health.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'd want to stay home if I, sucked for 3 fights in a row.
She did her
Not for the faint
best.
of heart.
You can do your best and still fail.
Maybe
She did her best, and I don't think we should criticize her at all.
Maybe if she had funny robo arms, she would have done better.
She leveled up, at least.
Maybe she had...
Let M be. Leave
her
Emily alone.
Let her cook.
Anyway, Hammerfell enters into the room. Fairly talkative or not him fairly talkative, but talks are echoing around this tavern. This time there is a solo player trying to provide a little bit of entertainment at the moment. He's pretty decent. A strange half-elf individual with seems to be of Drow descent as currently playing in the corner. And what are you all getting up to as Hammerfell approaches?
Hello, Hammerfell.
Probably showing off their shoes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Sleep well?
Yes, I did actually. Quite well. He will sit down and take off his helmet.
We're all back together again?
Yes, as it would seem. I have some news for all of you.
Hmm?
Are you alright?
Yes, I'm quite alright. I will not be joining you, Dathondale.
Well?
Everyone is there, by the way, Alastair.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just don't want to speak up and interrupt their lines.
Yeah, no?
Your family needs you here.
Yes, that they do. And I've realized that my absence for so long has... Problems have arisen in my family, in my absence. I wish to remedy these, as well as help those who have undergone pain recover. My family needs me.
And so they must come first.
Of course. Thank you for being so understanding. I do wish you all the best, and I have abilities that I can use to help you. Should you need any information or any way that I can help you at all, I will be willing to do my best to assist you.
What you gonna do now?
Well, I'm still deciding that. I will see what my family wishes to do. If they wish to stay in Tikudran or return home, I must deal with my brothers and the problems that they have caused there.
So you're leaving? Gone?
Are you returning to Leferrington?
Perhaps. I will see what my family is going to do. I wish that I could stay with all of you for far longer, but...
God's willing, we will have visits.
Of course. Fionn has spoken to me in the night as well. He wishes for me to forge a weapon fitting of the gods, and I intend to do so. But it will take me time as well. So I will construct this weapon, and should you need me in battle against, well, your father, once you have discovered a way to slay him, I will do everything in my power to join you.
If only we could kill two birds with one stone. I won't try to fit the saying to our situation.
I think I understand.
What's wrong, Alastair?
Why? What? I thought you were coming with us.
Things have changed. He has to stay with his family. And Aelin and I told him from the beginning that this is not his fight. And while we were and are very grateful for his help, this is his home, as Athen is ours.
My apologies, Silyra. I was never any good at keeping this night promises.
There's nothing to apologize for. You have done more than I could have asked, and been a wonderful friend.
Of course, as have you. As have, well, all of you. I have letters for each of you. He'll present 4 letters, 1 to each person, and they have your names written on them and have the Hammerfell family seal on it.
I mean, we can't just go. I mean, looks at Silyra's non-existent shadow. Is that not a concern?
It is a
Oh
concern.
no, there is plenty of concern. The world is quite dangerous, and my presence is reassuring. It is not, well, it is not ultimate. It is not the be-all, end-all of safety. You all are quite capable. I have confidence in each and every one of you.
It appears we have both had discussions with divine mentors.
Oh, Has Bahamut contacted you?
Lucto.
The moon god. It is an artifact of his EoA, yes?
I hope Henry does not want this back.
What has he told you?
That it's strange to say, he was very kind. And it's
That is
strange
good.
to say it myself. But he offered his support. He told me that I must seek the things that I truly want, and not only perform my duties. And
what did you tell him?
what would I say? But of course, if he had told me to do something more difficult.
That is good. You have the gods watching over you. Bahamut, Bjorn, Lucto. They all have your safety in mind. I am not worried.
What did Bjorn tell you? Just that you need to stay here? Or did you
No.
talk with your family last night?
Me remaining here. That is my decision. I have family duties that I have neglected for far too long. Bjorn informed me that I must follow my heart, and that I have a greater fate yet awaiting me. And this will not be our last meeting, I can assure you that.
Well, not if I have anything to say about it. Our families have been connected for far longer than we knew.
Yes, it would seem.
And I think I should like a smoldersmith weapon of my own.
Then it shall be yours, of course. Or perhaps I will forge you one of my own.
Your divine weapon first.
Yes, of course. That will take me a long time, many months it would seem. I must, well, focus on the construction of that.
I look forward to seeing the fruits of your labor.
Of course. I look forward to putting it to good use. On the side of good and justice. Oh, Sihnion, did you find your father?
Yeah. He's all good. He was kind of in a dream sort of thing, but freedom of that. And he lost 2 years, but
Oh.
Well.
Oh dear.
We can
It
relate
is-
to that.
Yes, we can. It is wonderful news that he is all right.
mm-hmm.
Where is he now?
Probably doing chores. Oh, not chores, but
You better not do chores. We clean that entire house. Well, not we, my familiars, but yes.
probably doing checking on his assets and whatnot, seeing what he did while he was sleepwalking.
We'll get to meet him.
If you guys want to,
He said he wanted to meet everybody.
yeah.
Well, I'm not opposed to that. I suppose you all will be sticking around the city for a few more days, or
Are
I'm
we?
not sure what your plans are.
I thought our plans were to get going. I thought that's what you were coming back to do.
We have not made this much progress being reckless. I would like to be as prepared as we can be.
Yes. Antigua is a city of marvels. I'm sure that there is something here that can assist you in, well, traversing via arcane means, or perhaps one of those ships that are made of steel.
Yes.
Perhaps something like that.
Is M all right, by by the way?
Oh yes, quite all right. She's been mostly happy to have resolved the matter. And happy that the rest of the family is coming around, seeing that she was right after all.
I am sure this must be quite satisfying.
Yes. They have apologized profusely. Well now, should we go and meet your father? I would love to meet.
Of course. See if we can hunt him down.
Right. If he is your father, I'm sure he is a busy man.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Is this spellcasting visible?
Yeah, it's
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He's gonna message Sinion's dad.
I thought that's what he was doing. I didn't know if this was a secret message or something.
Epic gamer moment.
Epic
Let's see.
gamer moment.
I mean, he could find ways to hide spells, but as in leaving the room. But you still want to meet everybody? We're all together, and one of the companions is not going to be with us for much longer as a traveler. So he's not. He's leaving.
Oh, that one.
Oh crap! That's in the message. Be at your house, please.
Yeah,
Or where are you?
I'm here. I was actually hoping to get a hold of you. I've got, I have something to give y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, we have to go and it's an emergency.
What? Is he alright?
It's at your dad's house. He says we need to be there now.
Oh, well, I suggest we hurry.
Yeah. Silyra gets her stuff together.
Sure.
Alistair's headed out the door. He's excited. He's like, stuff!
This is the emergency. His presents.
Merry Christmas!
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas. Alright.
It's a Christmas
Sounds
miracle.
good
It's
enough.
such a miracle that a holiday that doesn't even exist in Exaltor.
It's a Christmas. Jesus was born in that house right now.
I mean,
You make-
there's Sihnion?
You make your way over to the simple exterior of the house. The blinds have, since they were open previously, but now they have been properly opened and are no longer simply dangling with bits of open area within them. And the door, as you approach it, is already open. Ajar, I should say.
Has Alastair told us anything else
No.
on the way, or do we just believe he's in danger? Like, because
Alistair never said he was in danger. Emergency. Also,
our
Alistair's
door
headed
is a little
inside.
alarming.
I mean, Alistair's headed towards the door.
Yeah,
Alright.
same.
Mm-hmm.
Coincide.
Sonya's got the gun at the ready.
Getting ready to
Alright.
cast Data Restoration.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
What?
You don't need to come in here guns blazing, right?
I don't have a gun. He has a gun.
Was I talking to you?
I don't know. He's behind me.
The
Alistair,
the
you
gun
said it was an
disappears in a
emergency.
the gun disappears in a twinkling of light.
I didn't say it was an emergency.
Looks at Alistair.
He said he had stuff for us. That's something that I consider an emergency. He said he wanted us all to come over here.
Do any else of you know this spell?
Yes, I do.
Alright, well then, from now on, you can message me.
Ugh.
Alistair looks very upset.
Well, that might be a problem. I'm afraid that I am going to be departing soon.
Unfortunate.
So
Well.
you're stuck with me.
Before you go, you helped, so... he leads you into the dining room, where upon it is a large, beautifully decorated silver chest. Turns out I was getting paid for all those vile things that I came up with in those dreams, so I decided, maybe put it to good use, feeling the good that is all of you. So, this is everything I made. It's yours now.
You set some aside so you can continue living, right?
Well, I got that from my project screen.
Alright. Good to know.
Project screen has made good money too, but apparently, war and weapons makes a lot more.
Yeah, you'd believe that.
Just so you know, that means that there's more of this out there somewhere. So, come across anything.
Get rid of it?
This is essentially me hiring you to get rid of it by paying you all this money.
Sure. How much is it?
Dad, Sihnion.
No, keep my eyes out for it.
I didn't count it. If only there were a fast counter in the house.
I'll do it.
Sihnion likes money. He's greedy.
All right.
I'm not.
You open the chest, which is decorated with fake but still pretty gemstones, and you open it expecting gold, but it is filled with platinum. And specifically, there is 12,453 platinum pieces in this chest.
Did you say 53?
12,453.
Are you okay?
He hates odd numbers.
Oh.
You know what's funny is if I switched.
Hey, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It could have been.
Did you do that on purpose, or did you use a generator?
Do you enjoy being a bastard?
I mean, I think we all do. That's why we're playing D&D.
Stopped by the bank today and picked up this, so it's yours now.
That's at least more than 100.
Is this legal?
Correct.
What do you mean?
Is this legal?
The issue is, it was legally sanctioned through the city, which were, I'm not sure if they knew everything that was going on, so if I were you, I would be very discreet about it.
Alistair raises his brow like, doesn't Athendel make money off of war? Why are you acting so brand new? Is this not normal?
What do you mean?
To profit off of war isn't the main reason you guys go to war for resources and land and money?
Well, this is not a war.
Throughout history, the reasons for war have been many and complex, and
they're all complexly related to gaining something.
Yes,
or
but
wanting to take something.
Every action someone takes is related to gaining something.
That's not true. I perform without asking for payment.
You perform for the satisfaction of performing, yes?
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, sometimes I don't like it, but it makes other people happy, so I guess. I don't know.
You gained the satisfaction of knowing other people are happy.
No, what I'm saying is the concept of making money off of war. So strange.
No, certainly.
No, but this is not a war.
Of war on the economy are also complex and varied, and there are whole books on it.
So yes, it's normal for wars to make money for countries and people.
As far as I know, the money's clean.
That is my question. Are we allowed to have this, or does it...
It's his?
Could it be a...
I mean, you just said be careful, don't tell people where you got it from. No one's going to question you. I mean, also your royalty.
I'm not here.
Okay, but if you're the king of another country and you have money, I don't think another country's going to be shocked if the king has money.
By the way, I was rude. I was giving out presents, so wait, what are all your names? Apparently you're a princess?
Not here.
I keep forgetting not to say that, Silyra.
It's alright.
He does the whisper thing with his hand. The hand that he's holding up to block his mouth is not the one that would be blocking his mouth from the dead.
My name is Silyra Rubiel of Athendel. Well,
where's that at?
The southern continent.
Ah, all right. I've read a little bit about that place. I hear there's a huge difference in culture in comparison to where we live and here in Suardan. I hear that it's a bit more of a y'all still uses the monarchy kind of deal.
Yes, it is governed by a monarch.
And you're in line to be that monarch?
Not the next in line, but yes, God forbid, if something should happen to my brother.
Oh, your brother. Huron? Or is he over there?
The day Silyra exists for no is the day I'll stop killing people.
Insight, is this dude gonna do evil things with the information I'm giving him about my brother.
Yes!
He is my dad.
Go ahead and roll an
Shut
insight check if you
up.
like.
Wait, did you say roll initiative?
Roll
No.
it. No, roll insight.
I said he's my dad. Shut up.
Run shit. 5.
I'm trying so hard.
It's like, it doesn't appear to be planning to do evil things, but you're not sure. And he will turn to Hammerfell just like, and your name is?
Oh, I'm Sir Samson Hammerfell, the Hammerfell line.
Oh, you're a knight.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I know. The Hammerfells. They moved in. Not a couple years ago. Well,
You knew them?
for me, it was. Not sure how long ago now. Yeah.
Oh, well, that is wonderful news.
I should say I know of them. I don't know. I haven't met them beyond a superficial level, but I have spoken with Meredith.
Oh, well, that is wonderful.
I love Meredith.
Is that junior or senior?
Oh, there's two of them. It was likely someone your mother probably.
Yes, that would be my mother.
Right.
Well, we are so thankful that you are alive and well, and should you wish to join us for dinner any time, you are welcome to do so.
Sure. I happen to have accidentally saved from my project screen for the past 2 years, so I happen to have a fair amount of money for myself to live and also to share with your family and yourself if should you need.
Oh, well, that is quite wonderful. We will we'll speak on this further.
Well,
All
since
right.
you mentioned it, we got brothers
At any
too.
time.
Now that you mention it, can you build a battle bot?
Let's go. Hammerfell
And,
builds tombstone.
You are in reference to Reezy.
Oh, my name's Sihnion. I'm your son.
No.
Deceased. Dusted.
I am Reezni. Yes. I don't really
All right.
have much of a title or anything in comparison to the other two.
Reezy
You
is
look
a
like
friend.
you look like a
Also-
wizard. Are you a wizard? A wizard, powerful cast? Reezy is French. What?
He is a friend, and he is also
Oh,
from
okay.
Hammerfell.
And like the
I'm
friends
sorry,
he
I
does
interrupted.
retreat all the time.
I hope you all are. No, you're welcome at my place anytime. There's only one extra bed. And I am more than happy to have y'all rest upon it. There will constantly be issues and noise probably throughout the house, so that may be a problem, but
Of course.
always available.
I would be very interested to see some of your work.
Sure. I've got this little doodad right here. He picks up a just something probably off of a half wall divider, picks it up and says kind of shaped like a bird. He will like twist knob and it will begin flying around.
Oh.
That's real crafty.
Do any of
Yes.
them use magic?
Oh no, I'm not trained in magic or artifice. This is all mechanics, electricity, batteries.
Electricity.
What'd you say?
This seems nothing short of magic.
Clockwork.
I gotta look up how old the word battery is to figure out if Silyra would know what that means.
I mean, is where she's from where electricity is?
I do not believe they have, like...
They do not have electricity in Athenil, but she also went to school, so
Yeah, that she went to school in
I mean,
in
the word
Adara.
battery was used by Benjamin Franklin. So, like, electricity and battery go hand in hand in history.
Mhm.
I think it was Benjamin Franklin.
I don't know.
The original
the
sense
same.
was metal articles wrought by hammering, later a number of pieces of artillery used together.
Yeah, no, that's a battery.
Like
That's-
battering
That's
something.
like the gun.
No, I meant the word battery, like electrical battery. I think was
Yeah,
Benjamin
yeah. The description that she just read is the artillery sense of it.
that's what happened while Rachel was on the boat.
Yeah. He's doing a
It's
battery.
true. We were there.
He's real crafty, so.
Yes.
An apparatus
When
for
we-
preparing your surfing.
When we first met Sihnion, the project screen he had seemed, well, nothing short of a marvel.
Yeah, and look where it's gone now. Much more. Stuff around here is much more advanced.
Can you go sign a new one?
No, I don't need a new one.
Could make a new project stream, but if you really don't want one.
No, this
I
one's
want one.
special.
And they work under their own power. Not
Uh,
from the weave.
Oh no. It's not magic. It's power, it's kind of a long, so it
So
starts
there's
off,
these things called electrons.
there is out there beyond, you probably saw them coming in, there were these panels that collect energy from Sukto, and there were also windmills that collected
Guess silence.
energy from
Alastair Castle.
I'm joking. He did not cast
okay.
on.
He
He got
casts
silence on
silence,
Silyra.
I cast counterspell. I want to learn this.
Joke's on you, because he's subtle spelling it if he does cast it.
and that converts it to energy that is usable by us, and it is carried along a copper wire towards storage facilities that then disperse it for use depending on payment by, and they also bottle some of it essentially, and that's what we call a battery. It's basically bottled energy that has been converted into electricity.
Interesting. I knew that copper had well conductive properties, but I did not know that it could be stored.
Oh yes,
There are
it's
some spells that
along
use
with
copper.
another recently discovered metal,
Adamantine?
lithium.
That was unfamiliar to me, I'm afraid.
Yeah, it's only here in Tingadran is the only mine we have for it, so
They put Silyra on her in modern times.
So
one.
it
One.
collects the energy and is channeled through metal.
Yes.
Chemistry and stuff.
This metal is quite conductive of electricity.
Like
That is why.
a lightning
wearing-
rod.
Yes, that
Yes.
is why wearing metal armor can be dangerous if you do not, well, harness the lightning properly.
Yes.
Yes.
If you're working with energy, wearing metal is actually prohibited.
Oh, I'm
Believe
I'm
it or not.
sure. My brother is quite talented at storm magic, which I mean, you said it isn't fueled by magic, but electricity.
I'm sure it certainly could be helpful if we had super powerful mages, lightning striking lightning rods that we could collect for energy, but that, I'm afraid, just doesn't happen too often naturally.
Silyra gets out her notebook. She's having an idea.
Reezni over here is quite adept at lightning.
Reezy nods and just ripples with lightning.
I'll tell you what, give that a little shock, Reezni, pointing to the bird that's flying around.
How little of a shock? Or actually, he'll poke it and he'll do the lightning. The pip,
Yeah, the bzz.
pop.
It immediately
pop.
begins speeding up, flying faster in a circular motion.
Well, there you are.
Could
Now,
this be
if you
done
do
with
too
other
much-
forms of
There's
magic?
there's a very funny spell he could do where he can charge it with lightning.
Well,
like- I'm not gonna do it, but it's funny.
well, fire can be used to. It's not our preferred method of creating electricity, but it can be used to convert to energy. But it leaves a nasty byproduct of smoke, which uglies the skies around here and affects the crop. So we decided against it.
Fire?
You can't produce war crimes and give me environmental bullshit.
It was an accident.
You don't use fire here?
Not for the production of electricity. No.
Oh, but you do it for heating, of course.
Oh yes, heating, cooking.
I would be very surprised if you had a replacement for fire.
Yeah.
Well, we're working towards that, but not quite there yet.
I'm sure.
Electric stoves, here we come.
So this is just power for motion?
Yes, there are several different kinds of energy. Main one we often try and replicate is kinetic. It's the motion of the energy that is used in movement, and where our robots out there, they move around. That's
I love this logic that this setting has skipped past hydro and steam electricity straight to full-on conductive like lightning.
Yeah, it's magic, dude. Magic fucks.
Lyra's gonna see a steamboat and just shit herself.
Magic fucks up tech progression all fucking time.
for sure.
You're telling me no one discovered fucking hot air balloons properly? It's like, you know what, if we did it with the wheel.
They're in the sky!
There are hot air balloons literally in the sky.
What I'm saying is they didn't... What I said was, you're telling me they didn't discover that, and then I said, and then applied that to other things. Like wheels. The first computer was a steam engine. Charles Babbage.
Not this time.
He made a calculator.
If you can create lightning out of nowhere and charge shit.
If you can make lightning out
You
of
can
nowhere,
skip a few damn
weird
steps.
about electricity because lightning bolt's a fucking wizard spell.
Silyra's gonna be like, look, I know we have to overthrow Dad, but also I think we can make some really good infrastructure changes.
I also can't talk when
Wait,
you come from
Alastair,
horses
You're
on
over here
tables.
being an ambassador in Civ 5s at stealing technology.
You have no idea how excited
Alastair.
she is about bringing stuff like this back to Athendel. She's like, we can
Alastair.
increase the quality of life for so many people.
Alastair, we could buy your funny purple.
I hope you know, Sihnion, she's gonna be the Thomas Edison to your dad's Nikola Tesla. Have fun.
Yay!
She's gonna historically ruin your father's
Oh
everything.
no,
well,
I figured
I
out
guess
what
I'll-
I want! I want to
guess in that
steal
case
all
I'll
of
be the
Sihnian's dad's inventions.
In that case, I guess I'll be the John Williams Booth to her Abraham Lincoln.
It's John Wilkes
Just tell
Booth.
Aelin, that'll fuck her up more.
Whatever, I don't
It's
care.
John
I don't
Wilkes
know history
Booth.
nerd.
It's John Wilkes Booth.
I'm not a history nerd.
Which of us is the same height as Abraham Lincoln? We've established this.
Me. It's
Yes,
me.
that's what I'm saying.
I'm happy to
That
talk.
makes you Abraham.
Don't go to the theater next time, Mitch.
I'm happy to
God,
talk
that's
more
what
about
you-
this, but the Crescent Moon Library has a full section on this.
Oh, we were there for like a
You should
week.
not have told her that.
Now we're not leaving, Eva.
I can't wait for all things to happen in Athendel while you read a book.
Thank you, Alastair.
I mean,
Crescent
Luke
Moon-
Good said follow your dreams, right?
Crescent Moon Library is just down the road.
You're tempting her.
I'm not trying to tempt her. It's just it's the largest library in Suordan. I would be
You're
surprised
talking
if no one
very
was
much as
interested.
someone. We're telling you that that's tempting her, and then you are Sihnian's dad. Jesus.
Did you just... Did
He smiles a
Alastair
bit.
just... Did Alastair just use the name of a god that's not even in this setting?
Bitch, he's not from this setting.
Are you saying that your demiplane has Jesus
This is the
Christ
concept
in
of
it?
Christ.
Yes.
Yes. Fuck it. Why not? Can we go shopping and stop talking about electricity before I
Next
scream?
question.
What are we
It's 2
shopping
o'clock.
for?
Books.
Rocks.
So, I'm gonna tell you we're gonna go shop for books. Will you follow?
I will follow you anyway because we are working together. Tinkadran also has a lot of useful knowledge that if we are here for a few days anyway, it would be a waste not to at least look at.
I mean, you could also just like open the borders and have like open trade and travel between your nation and theirs once you're in charge.
Yes.
And you can visit as long as you want. Or you could just use your... Never mind, that'd be mean to say.
What?
I was gonna say, or you could just conquer Tinkadron.
No.
Huh?
No.
Huh?
No.
That also is that's from Sunny Said. He just goes. "Huh?"
I was just making a joke. That was not serious. So when the open the
No.
borders thing was serious.
We do
The
not-
invasion was not.
We do
I
not
don't
need any
believe
more
that
war.
Silyra has any intention
And-
of conquering anyone.
I know border policies are another matter entirely, but
Yeah,
there
you'll be
is
great.
no wrong time to draft changes to infrastructure and governmental departments. It's nothing you would be interested in.
But that is where we're going to go ahead and end tonight's session.
So who's replacing Samson? What's happening?
No one.
We'll meet
He's
them
dead.
tomorrow. We'll meet them next week.
True. I think.
It's M.
It's M. Zach has asked me to play M.
Quite the downgrade.
I mean, at least her class is consistent.
Damn.
By the way, there's a new shop cycle for Angels and
Hammerfell's a
Demons,
paladin.
so
Do
whether or
they
not-
still have the lodestone?
they do not.
We missed out on Purple Rock.
Oh no.
There's some other stuff there.
Alastair is going to commit crimes.
Alastair's gonna commit crimes?
Yeah, I mean, he committed one last night. He showed you guys the shoes he stole.
He's wearing them right now.
Silyra.
He did. I
Right
said
now.
he said he was showing them at the table. Like, look what we did last night.
Oh,
We
I don't think she caught that.
acquired these.
You're
No.
maybe thinking about the god that was like, I love you, you're amazing.
I lied.
And told her
Alfred
all the
Real-
things that she
as
has
right.
always wanted a parental figure to say to her.
If I had a nickel for every time a god told a player character, "I love you," and you're like basically my child, I'd have 2 nickels.
And different games run by different DMs.
Different games.
And they're both,
One of them was
runaway
me.
royals who want to low-key form a coup.
One of them was me.
Well, okay, the coup is good
And they're
reason
both gay.
because
I do have to go to bed though, so I will
I
talk to you
Night,
guys
Mitchell.
tomorrow.
sleep goodly.
Good night.
Good night,
I will
bitch.
sleep goodly. Blah, 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 blah.
There we go.
Did you guys see the item list that I?
I
Yes.
just said I have a new obsession that has rifle in its name.
Oh, I want a cloak of billowing.